if you're a fan, you just want to watch a good basketball game. That was a really good game. It was both teams were going back and forth, making shot after shot after shot. I just didn't think we had a lot of juice early. But when things aren't going your way, you just got to keep fighting. Just hang in there. First half was very similar to our SMU game. But our guys are fighters. I think we've established a culture here where, we just don't give in to anything. We just kind of hang in there, keep fighting, and keep looking for something. We had a hard time with the man-to-man. Goodwin and Lawson, those two guys are outstanding. The thing that makes Goodwin so good is that he can drive it, he can post it, he can pass it, and he can make free throws. That's a good combination. And there's certain times where you can tell we need Rob Gray, because he's one of those guys who can go get you 25. And that's where in the first half we needed somebody to make some baskets. But we just kept fighting and hanging in there. And in the second half, coming into the game plan was to get the ball to Devontae and have him drive Goodwin. But Goodwin did a good job defending him in the first half. And then we just kept moving him around with our different sets. We'd pick and pop, we'd pick and roll, we'd throw it behind, throw it in, get him on the elbow, turn him face. But Devontae has really fallen in love with the game of basketball. I can tell his maturity and how far he's come as a player and as a person, how much time he spends in the gym now. Just really proud of him. He's developed into an outstanding leader. He's one of those kids that you just love to coach and be around. And, in this game like tonight, when he's going like that, we're going to get the ball to him as much as we can. We put our wings are always deep in the corners, and that first of all gives him space and opens up our spacing. But if Devontae got doubled, once they started doubling, then we knew we had driving lanes. But I said, I didn't necessarily say I don't want threes, but that's certainly not going to be the first option. I think I can't remember who it was that shot an early three, and I think I snatched him, not because he missed it, because he didn't follow instructions. I'm not talking to myself, but the game plan was real simple. We were going to go to him, just like you could tell what their game plan was. I mean, they've got two really good bigs. That Lawson kid's a load, and Jack is really good too. But the unsung hero on this team tonight was LaRon Barnes. Because he made the baskets that when they started creeping away from us, he made those big baskets that kept us in it. 3-point play, a couple big threes. And then we ran our stuff. We kept running some misdirection stuff, and then we'd finish with a pin down, and Dot would come off the pin down and was knocking down that free throw line jumper. But I thought our offensive execution tonight was great. But the attention to detail was good, but the bottom line is, Devontae made shots. He's good enough to make those shots. They banked in a three in the first half, which kind of punctuated how things were going for us. And then Devontae kind of was falling down and chunked one in down there, but we still was -1 in that exchange. Just guard him earlier. We went in and said that we're going to start guarding him at half court. Because the first half, we're running side by side with him, and then all of a sudden he would pin us, catch it, and it's too late. You've got to get your work early done. Get your work done early against a good post guy. So that's why I put Bert in there. I said, Bert, I want you to foul him with your chest. You can't hit him with your arms, you can't extend at the elbows, but you can hit him with your chest. So we just started guarding him at half court. We're going to body him all the way up, down the block. It just made it harder for him to get it. He didn't get as many opportunities. Devontae turned into World Be Free. He scored, said, now it's your turn. I scored, now it's your turn. He started going World Be Free with Lawson. He scored and then let Lawson score. I said, Devontae, is there anything you can do to stop him? I think I can try a little harder. It's kind of like James. James looked at me one night and said, where do you want it? You want it down at this end or this end? You can't, I'm not going to give it to you both ends. I guess Devontae picked the right end to give it to us. We have very good discipline, but it takes a while to develop all this. We have a good team. I've said this all along. We have a good team, but we're not machines. These other teams are good too. We got outplayed against a really good team on Sunday that was desperate. But I like the way we bounced back tonight. We've got I don't even know, what is our record?
17-7.
We're 17-7, 7-5 in the league. And all we have is an opportunity on Saturday. It's game Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
Game Saturday, we got a chance to be 18-7 and 8-5, and you just go from there. We're pretty. Our kids are pretty good at sitting down and figuring out what it is we have to do to win the game. Not having Rob Gray, there's an emphasis on other things. But I just like the maturity that this team has. Our discipline has been really good. I thought Galen Robinson was good. Dot was good offensively. LeBron, I just have so much respect for that young man. Devontae was, he might have been the best player in the conference tonight. I thought we had a good team. We beat LSU in December, so I think they're leading the SEC right now. So, we've been a good team, but what we've done is get tighter. We got more solid. We're not as loose. But, we have a freshman point guard. Our leading scorer is out. Devontae is taking on the role of the leader. He's the leader in this program right now. But all these things have to come together. And as far as it better than I thought, I always think we're going to be good.
Devontae, tell us about your mindset, especially in that second half. What were you thinking? How were you feeling?
My whole mindset was coming out of the locker room was whatever I got to do to help my team get this win. That's what I was going to do. If it cost was, me to just do everything on defensive end and just not worry about offense at all, then that's what it was going to be. Or if it was going to be, I had to make big shots or I had to make shots, then that's what it was going to be. But whatever I had to do to help my team get this victory, that was my mindset. I didn't get too overwhelming or anything. I just stayed with my same routine, just stayed in the gym, just kept working on my game. And I felt like I worked on my game long enough and hard enough to be able to do what I did tonight. And when Coach, when he came or whenever he made that statement, I didn't look at it as, I didn't even have the mindset to come in the game and have 34 points. I just knew the ball was going to be in my hand and I was going to be the one, to be able to make the right play. And the play tonight was, they just kept giving me the shots that I felt comfortable with, and I was able to knock them down. Yeah, I caught the ball, and I heard the bench, Mikkel and Eric was behind me saying shot clock, and I looked at the shot clock, it was like 5 seconds on the shot clock, and I just got a peek at the rim and let it go. After I made about 4 or 5 shots, coming back down on offense, when I knew, the play was coming back to me in the same spot where I had just knocked down a jumper, the thing that was going through my mind was, really, to be honest, I don't even know what I was thinking. I was just going to react off the defense. If he gave it to me, gave me the shot again, I was going to take it. If he closed out on me too close, I was going to drive by and, look to make plays for my teammates or score if they gave it to me.
I know I need to, these guys need a little rest right now. Because UCF is one of those teams that, they're so talented, you've got to really prepare the right way for them. And that's, I don't think we're good enough to overlook anybody. But as far as conference tournament, just to show you how much I know about it, I don't even know what the format is. I haven't thought about that, and I won't. I know that we have a chance to, got a big opportunity to win a game on Saturday. That's about all old coach can think about. We have an outstanding trainer. John Houston is about as good as it gets. He robs in every day at 7:15 for treatment. Then he goes to class and he's back in about 10:30 for treatment again. Then he's on the floor with his functional exercises, balance, and he's in a shoe, and he was he's doing some stuff on the floor. So I don't think he's too far off. I don't know if he'll play Saturday or not, I would think that I think there's a better chance he would play. Who do we play after Saturday?
Tulane.
Yeah, well, there's a better chance he'll play in that game. I think it's 50-50 Saturday because, you know, you want him to feel comfortable. But, you know, I've been doing this a long time, and I know one thing about kids when it comes to pain. Pain is an opinion. Some have a high opinion of it, some have a low opinion of it.